Welcome to Stubby Stampers. We wanted to share another video with you today. This is a way to make your pretty fall leaves by creating your own background to stamp the stamp on. We used simply our ink pads and our markers and was able to get the modeled look that you see on the leaf. So we'd like to show you how we created this effect using the technique of the sponging stamp, and also show you a couple of projects that we created with it. I'm going to take just a regular sheet of paper. You can use a cream sheet. I'm just going to start with a light green, but I'm going to take that, and then I'm going to take, this is a sponge stamp. It looks like it's been used a lot, and it has. I have got it so stained, but it's all clean and ready to go for this project. I'm going to take an ink pad first and just ink up the middle of this. If you have a stamp that has confined border to it and that bothers you, just put your ink in the center of it. You don't have to ink all the way out to the side. I want to show that you could also just throw some marker ink on there and kind of change your color and play with different colors with this. Take that, and I'm going to just stamp out my paper, and I'm going to go ahead and start on the edge here and build on it. I'm going to do a couple more so you can get the idea of how you create just this effect. I use that ink. I think I'll change and put a little bit of a different color green on there. Just keep stamping it out till you get the effect that you want. Just one more. Of course, you could play with different colors. We could use brown with this, but we're going to add the other ink colors to it in a minute. Alright, that's the base look that I want to show you. Then on this one, I've already stamped it out. Let me show you how you get your color after you get your modeled look. I'm going to take my yellow ink pad first. I like to use real dry ink pads. If you use your real juicy ink pads, when you start to lay your color down, sometimes it just overwhelms the base color and you're not able to see all the work that you've done previously. So I'm just going to start rubbing the color in. I think I'll change to get a little pink. And all these are just old ink pads that I have had for a long time, and they're drying up, but they do great. It's almost like don't ever throw away anything. If it's got anything left that you can use at all in it, pull it out and use it for another project. Okay, so you can see how you just get the background color. Then I have this side that I've already done. Let's move some of this out of the way. This has been already done. I've played with just a lot of different color inks. I even threw some pigment inks on here because I didn't have the orange that I wanted. So just use up what you have and create the look that you want. Then to get the maple leaf, I'm going to just take a black ink pad, and you can pick and choose where you want to stamp it on your page. If you want one with a lot of yellow in it, you'd stamp that in that area, or if you want the darker colors. But I just stamp a maple stamp there, and then I cut it out, and that's how I got this one right here. Now when I'm making using these stamps on projects, I usually like to fold my maple leaf and kind of give it a little dimension and make it look like a real leaf. So let me show you a couple of projects that we did. This is a card that we used 5 of the maple leaves, and look, see how you have the darker ones and the yellow ones, and so you can just kind of create the color scheme that you want to work with and use the colors that you want to bring out maybe the background you're looking for, or the card that you're going to put it on. And then this was a lot of fun to make. I took a box and I covered it with craft paper. I'm trying to stay in the fall colors, and I wrapped a pretty ribbon around it, and then I took all of my leaves, again giving them a little dimension, and I hope the camera will pick up the sheen. I used glitter on it to give it a little pizzazz, but just made a cluster, and actually glued it on and put a wire on the back, so they just kind of glued on a square, and that was my base. And then when I get ready to put something in this box as a gift, I'll have all my elements on it to be able to put it together. And then I will wire this to the ribbon, and that will be the top. You don't even need a fancy bow because you've got a fancy element that you've created. And then for a final touch, you can make a card to go with it and tie the little card on. And here again is our leaf stamp that we have used. These were a lot of fun to make. I like to make a lot of different elements and wrap boxes and have them ready. And then when you get ready to use it as a gift, you can just put the whole thing together. It'll come together quickly for you and make a nice presentation. Thank you for watching our video, and if we can serve you anyway, please let us know. Thank you.